may just crash and burn. It doesn't matter what you say, little things will get in the way. It doesn't matter what you say, sometimes it just won't work. Get it all out, but you've gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you've gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you've gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you've gotta get it all.
Hey friends, welcome back to the Radiant Rocket League Series. I got to, oh my god, we're kind of angled in terms of height. Look, Jorby, and then there's Karma towering over you. That's awesome. Speaking of, oh yeah, thank you. I didn't get my box today. Oh, this is much better. Well, I am joined by two fantastic new analysts. We have Karma, professional player and caster, and right by my side, RLCS caster Jorby. Karma, starting with you. I heard you got some snowstorm troubles getting here.
Yeah, we had some ice up in Boston, you know, got to get through the ice and the snow, but we're here and we're excited to watch some Rocket League this weekend.
Yeah, we've had some really fun matches so far. Even the last one was really fun to watch, and I've been poking in at some of the co-streamers that have been streaming as well, and just trying to catch some of the matches, and it's been really quality so far. It's been fun.
Yeah, what'd you guys think of that last match? It was kind of wild. Flashes of Brilliance were expected to win, then Circuitry Gaming took a game. Karma, what did you think?
Yeah, Flashes of Brilliance is my team to look out for. I think they're a favorite amongst this tournament, and they were putting it on display. You had Kira scoring some nice redirects, you had Tally doing some really good setup, and Angie finding that crazy angle she had near the net, and they just looked really good all game, but that's not the count of Circuitry, Jordy.
Yeah, no, Circuitry did look pretty good in that series. I'm curious how the rest of their group stage is going to go, simply because they had some good mechanical plays in there. I just thought the synergy of Flashes of Brilliance was too much for them to handle, like the flicks especially were really getting to them. They just couldn't really respond to those, so I'm excited to see more Circuitry, though.
The synergy between Hercules and Gibbs, the human burrito.
Yes, the human burrito.
He's gonna hate me for that one. But you guys are gonna love what's coming up next. Parabellum Black versus Whiffus. It's a hilarious name, but Parabellum Black comes from the Premier League of the WCBC. Whiffus, a content creator team. Jorby, what's there to know?
Yeah, you know, Parabellum Black, like you said, playing in the Premier League. They went 6-8 in series, but it was good enough to make it to the 4th seed to get into the playoffs. So a very solid team in their own respects. On the other side, Whiffus, they don't have a lot of results around them. A content team, Karma.
Yeah, they're just throwing it together for this event. You know, Chrissy from V1, and they just coming off the regional championship, so she's doing great, I'm sure. And Nikki, she's also a great streamer, and I'm excited to see how they go against their favorite in their group as Parabellum Black. You know, looking to wrap up their group, maybe move on to a playoffs with this win. I know they had one previous win where Jorby and I were talking, where they just scored 7 goals in their last game when we tuned in. So they're obviously a force to be reckoned with.
One of my favorite parts, though, I think, is I did get to peek in on that stream. It was streamed on twitch.tv/Widow, one of the co-streamers for this weekend's event. But it was Gargle on Prestige Royal, who said at the end of the game, after they just got smacked 7-1, was like, you girls are my heroes. And then Chloe comes in and was like, I'm glad we're your heroes. So I love that. I love that, you know, even in defeat, these players still just happy to be able to participate in this tournament, get to play against some of their favorite players and people that they look up to in the scene. It's great to see.
Yeah, because we have, you know, teams from the Challengers League, we have teams from the Premier League, we have content creator teams, and, you know, some teams that just kind of showed up and made a team. And I think after all, you know, I think even Gibbs mentioned this, it's important that even if you lose, even if you win, you stay friends, and hey, maybe even make friends. Karma, is this kind of what happens in tournaments like this? You kind of get to know the competition in a good way or bad way?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of community in Rocket League, especially between players, and it's always good to get to know people and make friends and play together and get to know and sort of create, you know, a nice little community we have here. And I think it's really good to always be friendly to competition off of the field. On the field, different story, but off the field, it's always, you know, always be kind.
And how important of is this platform to these players? Because we were talking about how this is the biggest prize pool for a women's Rocket League tournament in history, Jorby. So yes, there's pressure, but how important is it to shine here today.
I mean, it was enough for a team like Whiffus to just form a team for this event. $15,000 is the most that any women's tournament in Rocket League has seen, so it has to feel like a big deal for a lot of these players, and just the recognition that a lot of them are finally getting. And a lot of them are really quality players. They've been really fun to watch so far, and it's great to be able for it's great for them to have this platform to be able to play in a tournament like this.
Well, I know a lot more about Parabellum Black just casting them. And if we could bring up those rosters one more time just to point out, I think Takara is one of the best, I think, mechanical players. Chloe is someone who's kind of has these hot and cold moments, but when she is online, Chloe makes or breaks this team, and more often is the one shining for Parabellum Black. And when I would talk to analysts in WCBC about Parabellum Black, they were kind of titled as this dark horse team where no one maybe expected them to be in the top 4, but they ended up in the top 4. They're going to playoffs. So Karma, when you look at these players, when you have kind of this reputation you have to uphold, you're going against a content team. Are you kind of worried that if the streamers win, your reputation tanks?
I mean, there's always pressure being the better team, right? And I think you did a good job of highlighting that, talking about this earlier, just that pressure of, you know, you don't want to lose to the streamers. Not to say that the streamers aren't talented in their own right, but when you're a team coming from experience and from a tournament play and you have that tournament experience, you finish top 4, you're a playoff team, there's that sort of ego that comes with that. And losing to a streaming team, yeah, it's definitely not something you want to do, but upsets can happen. That's the beauty of Rocket League, and anything goes.
I mean, the top seeds in the other groups are all the teams that Parabellum Black lost to in the Premier League, so I'm sure they would love another chance to get a crack at them, the KCPs and the Pittsburgh Knights of the world, or not Pittsburgh Knights, but definitely KCP, yeah.
Well, our match is almost ready to go, so I gotta put you guys on the spot. We gotta get some predictions going, see who's right or wrong, because I know Gibbs is always wrong, but if you guys can top him, he's gonna be not happy about that. Parabellum Black versus Whiffus. Karma, who do you got?
I think I'm going to stick with Parabellum Black on this one. I'm interested to see how they come out against, you know, a team that doesn't have much experience, if they're going to come out hot and really put the pressure on the other team, or maybe they're going to come out feeling the pressure a little bit and a little tentative. So, but I am going to go with Parabellum Black for this one.
Parabellum Black looked really comfortable in their last series. Whiffus didn't end up taking a game in theirs. They got swept. So I'm feeling pretty good about Parabellum Black. And to quote the great Gibbs, who's always wrong, is that it's not wrong. It's that he's right on a delay. And, you know, we got to play the match. So there's a delay until we figure out that both Karma and I are right.
They have the scripts. They just change it, so he tries to be wrong and then changes it, so he's delayed right.
He's really good at it, you know? It's crazy. The only guy who does it. I don't know how.
And is Whiffus like Latin for missing? Is that what we're going with?
Is it Latin? Is that
I thought it was just a meme.
I thought they were just putting the us there.
Yeah.
I was trying to delay my prediction. I know production is like, what do you got, Lemon? Now it's Gibbs in my ear telling me to get my prediction ready. Okay, I'm going Parabellum Black to just know more about them. I know they have results on the table. They're going to the WCBC Premier Playoffs as the 4th seed. So I gotta believe that they can shine on a competitive stage. And our streamers, hey, I hope they make some good content, win or lose. And you at home can also be part of our predictions. You can see if, hey, maybe you can predict the upset, or maybe you'll join the bandwagon of Parabellum Black. Our match is almost ready to go, though. Oh, look at that, 54. We're pretty actually split on the predictions.
Well, you know, this is never a surprise. You know, it's like when G2 play. Or NRG, excuse me. Everyone vote NRG. Yeah, NRG is like the best team in North America, but like, so that's why people vote for them. But really, it's just because the players are popular, right? That's the only reason why people like them. So Whiffus, all their community's coming out to support them. You love to see it.
Let's get into game 1 of Parabellum Black versus Whiffus.
Game number 1 indeed, finally underway. And for Parabellum Black, this is another chance to keep stacking wins in the group. Only the top 2 of each group will move on to the playoff bracket, and so it's a big chance for Parabellum Black to really starting to turn the screws on this group.
Tara putting it up high for the shot to follow off the crossbar into a directly another shot, and Slumpy, team captain, stepping it up early for Parabellum Black.
Slumpy, or Takara, didn't get that initial touch, and then that one just off the bar. You saw Jewel try to come up and meet the challenge, but just was a little too slow off the line, and Parabellum Black striking early.
Interesting if we'll see any kickoff strats so far. Looks like pretty standard. Chloe gonna go into the corner. Tries to find the middle, but pass isn't there, and it's going to go the other way.
Well, Jewel, good control here. 30 boost and met in midair on the challenge. Chrissy will come in to follow up. Whiffus are able to get back onto offense. Shot from Chrissy, but taken away. A nice save there from Takara as Jewel tries to keep it locked down in midfield, but it is pushed back, and Whiffus forced to play more defense. Takara puts it up high off the bar, and it's out somehow. Nikki Justine gets there in time. Another light shot, but it's just too light. Kluey able to pop it straight back up, and Takara gets bumped by Kluey on her way up. Comes right back in, and Parabellum Black, 2-goal lead.
Yeah, caught in net here, a little awkward as the ball goes above. Miss Jewel trying to play the shot. Sometimes when you do that, it leaves you a little bit open to getting dunked, and nice shot here as Parabellum Black goes up 2-0, coming out early, putting the pressure on Whiffus.
Can't let this one get to you if you're Whiffus, as another shot goes in. That one might get to you a little bit on the kickoff. Slumpy puts in her second.
Yep, right off kickoff, not what you want to see as a team. It can be frustrating to have the bounce not go your way. But Slumpy, happy to see that one fall right to her in the middle. And a minute in, and we're already 3 goals in. It might be a high-scoring game from Parabellum Black. We know that they can do that from their last match, so they're continuing it here.
Jewel tries to set this one up. So Nikki Justine is playing that second position closely, able to win that 50 as well. Up in front of the box, taken right back down.
Takara nicely played that off the back. It looked really awkward from Takara's point of view, but her teammates in good position to make it easier on her.
Ball for Jewel. She launches it back downfield. Takara, what a grab on the backboard, and the recovery as well to get the clear. Excellent work. Lemon Kiwi talking about Takara and how good she was on the mechanic, showcasing it there.
Yeah, it did exactly what you want to do. With those awkward balls, you want to try and control it as much as you can. Takara put that nicely on display. There's a battle for the midfield here. It's going to go high middle. Kluey follows it, trying to find Takara on the wall. Shot's going to come in just high, and a little bit of bumping action, Jorby, as things are settling in.
Trying to punch that ball out. Kluey sends it right back in, and Parabellum Black continue the pressure. And Jewel ends up missing the ball. Takara trying to push the ball out, but overbacks the corner. Despite getting scored on 3 times in the opening minute, Whiffus have stabilized on the defensive end despite mounting pressure. That one off the bar, bounces out. Chrissy rotates back around, got the first pop out. Can she get the clear? No, still Parabellum Black continue to press. Nikki Justine goes for the defense, and Chrissy comes in as well. Double commit, but they got the clear.
Huge clear for Whiffus. They're under a ton of pressure right now, but the ball goes straight back in, looking for a double touch, but it's going to fall to Kluey for a shot. Nicely turned aside by Chrissy, but the bumps are there, and Takara puts them up 4-0 with still 2 minutes to go in the game.
This was actually a good recovery. Through the smoke, Chrissy was able to come up with that save, but right back out into Takara. Unfortunate, but it was that demo play that definitely opened up the gate for Parabellum Black, and they are starting right where they left off in their last series against Prestige Royal, where they finished in Game 3, 7-1. The last 2 games have scored 11 goals.
Yeah, I think if you're Whiffus, you want to try and work on, for the next 2 minutes or so, just trying to get your momentum back for the next game, right? Try and get the control out of your own defensive end. Try and figure out what Parabellum are doing to you to try and slow down their offense, because right now they're feeling it, and it doesn't look like too much opposition for them. It just seems like they're finding each other wherever they want. They're keeping up pressure really well, and it's on Whiffus to make some adjustments.
Yeah, if those first 3 goals go in, it can really stun you on the other team. When you get pressure immediately after, Parabellum Black, they've just been stealing the boost, controlling the corners on offense, and even getting chips on their way out. Just a lot of physicality working in Parabellum Black's favor. It might just be a return to Game 2 for Whiffus. We see this happen a lot in Game 1s. I think Whiffus have some of the right ideas trying to clear it out. The pressure definitely getting to them a little bit on the defensive end. That starvation not helping.
Yeah, and it puts a strain on you as a player when you don't have much boost. You tend to make more rash decisions. You don't feel as comfortable. And when you have that, you need to really try and slow the play down. Buy your teammate some time, or find a teammate with a low boost pass to try and get it out. As an open net here, slows it down, beats 2 defenders, and Kluey gonna put a bow on Game 1 for Parabellum Black. And what are you seeing out of this Jorby, that you think Whiffus needs to adjust on?
I think Whiffus really is just these kickoffs that aren't going their way. In that opening
Absolutely.
minute, that's where they got punished. So, you don't have to straight up win the kickoff. You don't have to be the fastest player to the ball on the kickoff in order to get it out to your teammates. So if Whiffus can find a way to settle down as game 2 starts and just try to, lose the ball into the corner, or just hit it out to where Parabellum Black punch, there are ways to manipulate the kickoff to your advantage. It's not going your way, or the other team is just faster to a lot of those plays. Parabellum Black, we're putting on a show right now here in game number 1. Takara picking up another demo. Kluey off the bar, just bounced out.
Oh, no.
And will they get a 6th goal? Kluey bops it up again. Will it bounce? It's still in front of the box. They wanted the 6th one, but I don't think they're going to get it. Time expires, and game 1 goes to Parabellum Black.
Yeah, and a lot of the times when you see an early lead happen, like we just saw, it allows the team to kind of dictate the pace of the game, right? Because when you're up a goal or up 2 goals, you feel comfortable playing perhaps more aggressive. You feel a lot more confidence. You feel just really good as a team. And early goals like that, given up by Whiffus, just allow the other team to dictate the entire pace of the game.
Yeah, near the beginning of the game, I thought I saw Jewel had a couple of great clears downfield. She even had an attempt where she tried to get a nice pop off the side wall into an air dribble. Didn't have a lot of boost to do it though. And I think that really is where things it was the domino effect, right? You weren't winning the kickoffs, now you've lost the boost game, and now you just can't do anything. It doesn't feel good to sit with 0 boost for however long. 0 boost just sucks to sell.
Yeah, and if you're trying to fix the kickoffs, maybe try and control it more, slow it down, maybe put it to back corner, or not cheat as hard. Kickoffs are like the one of the only standard plays in the game, correct? So if you can set up something that potentially doesn't allow the ball to instantly fall for a shot, that's a good starter point. Just trying to not give up goals on kickoff, and from there, it's just trying to work on getting out of defense as a team.
Yeah, and still, I think this is going to be tough for Whiffus. Our Parabellum Black have looked really solid. A lot of confidence built after that first game with a faster team, and, well, they're going to get this kickoff as well. That's a good pop. Continuing to push off the ceiling, and it bounces off to the corner. Whiffus already under pressure here early on.
And Chrissy trying to get to this ball in the corner. It's going to be tough, though. She's low. Grab her corner boost. Probably sit near and back here. Good clear from Whiffus. Double touch attempted, but it's going to go over the top, and Chrissy has some time. What can she do with it? She pitches it off the wall. Nicely done, but unable to follow it. Causes a shot to come in, and another shot, and Slumpy team captured again, scoring first for her squad as Parabellum Black. Another early goal for them, Jorby.
And I did like that move from Chrissy earlier to hit the ball onto the sidewall to beat that first attacker. Great move, but there has to be a follow-up right after that. She couldn't get up to it. There was no one in the rotation that was ready for it immediately. And then that demo from Takara just kind of pushed them past the point of no return. And here's Kluey slowing it down. Another shot just a little high. Takara gonna wait, protect that last position. And Kluey actually keeping control with no boost, pushes it back to the opposite corner.
And I believe both boosts were grabbed from the Whiffus team, which puts them onto their back foot, but a nice clear here. Kluey trying to chip it over 1. She does. Can she get the air dribble? Over 2. Top right. That's what you like to see out of defense from one side to the other, coast to coast. Kluey finds the dunk, put it top right for the girls.
That is what happens when you can control the ball, and it was that touch as she went up to catch it right with her wheel, holding that air roll to be able to slip right underneath that ball, keep boosting underneath it, and then the dunk right after. That's the benefit control gives you in Rocket League. Takara, well, she whiffed it, but it still gave a chance at the net off the bar. Takara's up 9, boost, just misses the second touch, and it's taken away by Jewel, but still the push continues. Another shot taken away by Justine, excuse me. And Parabellum Black trying to add on to their lead. Whiffus under immense pressure.
Yeah, Whiffus have to be careful. A lot of their saves are going back into the middle, and it's allowing Parabellum, who are just waiting there like sharks, to follow up with a shot. And Whiffus starting to have their first real offensive pressure since game 1 as the ball goes across the net. Not too dangerous though. Jewel does take one out, but the clear comes in, and back into defense go Whiffus.
Chrissy protected the boost, but the ball's back out. She's got the save, just a little wide of the net. Expends the boost here just to keep that touch away from Parabellum Black. But still, they're coming. And a light pass out. Shot's going to be up. No, it's missed. Here comes Kluey. Goal! Oh, Parabellum Black put another one in.
I can hear Takara yelling fake from all the way in LA. Classic. Leaves it for Kluey, fakes out the defender. And Kluey's been on fire today with the shots. Really good placement. And more importantly than the placement is the power. It's really hard to save a shot like that when it's coming in at almost max speed from the angle. Had a really good hit on it, turned her car, hit it right at the corner. And again, Parabellum Black, lethal in the shooting department. They seem to always get at least a shot off when they're on offense so far.
Nikki Justine just missing that 50. Slumpy pushes the ball forward for Parabellum Black. Still trying to push. Nikki Justine left on the back wall, comes straight down to get to that 50, pushes one player off the ball. Jewel ends up missing. Chrissy needs to help out, but nobody's got boost. Nobody's got the net. Coming straight down and just couldn't find the net. It was Kluey again. Takara, a little bit of boost in the tank, but she's knocked away by Jewel. Kluey again. Pushing back around this ball, trying to conserve that boost as she gets around it, and having a teammate come in, kind of shove that ball away. You can understand, but Whiffus able to clear it out.
I want to highlight a little thing Kluey's doing that's really good is slowing the play down when you don't really have a great angle at the ball. She's able to slow the play down and angle her car to win the challenge when the defender comes in and usually puts it over the top of them. That's giving her team a lot of consistent pressure with her touches.
Again, this Parabellum Black team was 4th best in the Premier League. All of the best competitors, and they're showcasing why they're one of the best right now. Kluey puts in another goal for Parabellum Black. Whiffus scoreless in the series.
Yeah, Slumpy, huge assist here. Gets the beat at midfield and the demo. Hands it to her teammates like, Kluey, you have to finish this. I did so much work. And of course, Kluey finds the left side. And Whiffus, though, with a chance off kickoff, but Slumpy up early to turn it aside.
Yeah, that was the best look they've had off the kickoff so far. Chrissy crashing in front of the box. Another roller up in front. This is a chance, and Whiffus whiff the shot. Unfortunate. That would have been their first goal of the series, and they just couldn't deliver.
Really good bounce, though, and good things you want to see from Whiffus, like offensive starters there. You want to try and feed off that momentum. I know it's hard being down right now 4-0, but again, you want to do anything in these games to kind of start the momentum. But Slumpy, she doesn't want to hear that, Jorby. She's putting them up 5-0 with a minute remaining.
Yeah, Slumpy doesn't want any kind of Whiffus goal, doesn't want any improvement, just wants to put them in the dirt and right between two defenders. Talk about threading the needle. Parabellum Black on a roll. This is 10 goals now in the last 2 games. If you include their previous series, 17. They are rolling through their group right now, absolutely.
Hungry for some Chipotle, perhaps, after the match. You might want to order that on the Chipotle app, one of our sponsors for this tournament.
I heard their burritos are pretty good.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Miss Jewel trying to throw that ball back downfield, but Nikki Justine has to back it up. Chrissy stole the boost, got the touch, but unfortunately just too much momentum carrying her away from the ball. Trying to get a better pop onto it. Another shot off the bar, bouncing out and couldn't find the touch, but it's still coming. Slumpy blows it underneath and it's saved. Chrissy flipping forward, trying to get the ball back downfield, but Parabellum Black just will not stop. Kluey puts in another one.
Kluey is feeling it today. I don't know if this is her 10th goal of the series. She's shooting so well today. And just awkward angle makes it work, though. Impressive stuff off the wall. Air rolling just enough to get it with power on net, and 30 seconds left. Whiffus on the kickoff. See what they can do. A fake, I believe, coming out. A little kickoff strat. I like it. They should do more of that.
Nice little 50 to get the ball out, but Kluey's got full boost. Flips over one. Chrissy was following close behind. Chrissy trying to find that touch and just hasn't been able to make consistent contact. Wants to move quickly, but you gotta be careful. As Takara approaches forward again. Parabellum Black have kept Whiffus scoreless in the series so far, and they add a 7th to their total. Slumpy trying to outrace her teammates for MVP.
Yeah, Slumpy started off the game with a goal and is also going to finish this one with a goal. Dominant performance so far from Parabellum Black, and I think if you're Whiffus, you kind of want to just do any sort of positive play to stunt the momentum of Parabellum Black, and it's really difficult when you're going up against a top opponent in your group, and you think you just want to, stifle their momentum in any way.
Yeah, I mean, Whiffus, they've definitely had a couple good looks. The one really good look that they had was the one that rolled off the ramp right in front of the box, and they had just missed the touch. And so Whiffus still hunting for their first goal, but I mean, it's all about Parabellum Black right now. You talk about their performance in the WCBC, and they had a lot of struggles against the teams that finished ahead of them, against KCP and others in that group. And so I think this is a great confidence builder for them. If they can win this group, it might give them the confidence they need, because sometimes that's the thing that lacks when you don't perform well against your peers. But this has been pretty good so far for Parabellum Black. 5-0 so far on the day total.
Yeah, and Slumpy has had the first goal in both games and has had really good setup opportunities. Chloe, she's shooting lights out right now. 4 goals that game. It felt like she had 4 last game.
Yeah.
Not sure on the statistic on that, I apologize. But Takara, even though she's not scoring, she's doing a lot of the important setup plays. And Kiwi talked about that earlier. She's really good mechanically, and she can do everything but score it and leave you an empty net. And that's my personal favorite type of play style. You know, when I play, I like to be the passer, and it looks like she is that as well. And it's nice to see that type of play style thriving in this environment.
And of course, next to Slumpy, Chloe, finishing a lot of these plays, but her control has been good today so far. She's able to push that ball out at the start of game number 3. The end of this 5 minutes, Parabellum Black could find themselves at a 6-0 game score on the day so far in their group. It's going to be pushed forward here by Slumpy. Racing in is Chloe. Shot underneath. Goal! Chloe puts it in the right pocket. 1-0.
Chloe continuing her striking prowess right now. A bounce out beats 2 defenders. Chloe has 1 to beat in net, and she places it far right. Really nice shot. And Parabellum, again, first goal 30 seconds into the match.
Whiffus just don't seem to know how to handle the physical game of Parabellum Black. You talked about Takara doing a lot of the important work, and that one just off the bar by Chloe. But also the bumps and the demos, not just from Takara. Oh, that one also off the bar. Takara trying to sneak that one in. Another shot, they just keep coming. Nikki Justine got the save. Diving was Chrissy, but she missed the ball. Another shot denied by Nikki Justine, trying to get that ball out, but still Parabellum Black push to commit. And Slumpy has to get in front of this one, or does she? Takara takes care of business herself.
Yeah, 2 in the air doesn't matter. The pass is so good here that Chloe gets it done. Or was it just a straight up double touch from Takara? It's hard to tell. Either way, really nicely team played there with the pass from Slumpy into the middle. It was such a good pass that 2 of her teammates went up, and doesn't matter if you double commit as long as you get the goal.
If you score, it doesn't matter. And Takara puts it in reverse real quick. Sure to protect.
We've all
that
been
goal.
there.
Absolutely. I like that touch to beat the defender in midfield as well. Popping it up. Ooh, Chloe tried to get the early read on the ramp. You love the confidence. That's definitely how you can tell a player is playing with confidence, when they start jumping for those reads a little earlier than usual. Takara, good read off her own backboard. And that is Parabellum Black playing excellent defense. Even a bump there from Chloe, but she got in the way of the clear from Slumpy.
Yeah, Whiffus establishing offense right now. They like this pinch across the mid. Unfortunately, no one was there, but a good demo. So the ball goes into their end. So it's going to be tough, though. Chrissy's probably going to have to wait for a shot here. No one from Parabellum there, so Chrissy's going to push forward. Just overhead. Slumpy's up early. Ball drops down, though, and Miss Jewel, instant counterattack, had the shot there. Nicely defended aside, though, from Chloe.
Now, Whiffus are starting to find some space with these clears. They do get the long, booming clear downfield. And there's a quick follow-up from Nikki Justine. Jewel going to wait for Takara's touch, but that control is so deadly. Underneath on the flip reset, just couldn't pop it over Chrissy. And Slumpy will push it downfield, but that's exactly what you and Kiwi have been talking about and the value Takara brings to her team.
Yeah, anytime you can control the ball and keep possession, that is the meta right now in Rocket League. And Parabellum Black putting that on display this series. Not to say that, you know, Whiffus aren't trying to do that as well, but keep in mind, Parabellum Black is a team. They've been an established team together for several months at least. And this Whiffus team that you're watching here is a new squad. They haven't played together much. And Parabellum Black is showcasing why teamwork is so important, as Chloe chips it off the wall to herself, beats the defender. Slumpy, I thought, stole it. Turns out not. She was just there for moral support.
Just missed the touch. And again, using the sidewall to your advantage to beat the first defender. It's a classic move. Instead of driving into the ball and hoping a 50-50 goes your way, you don't want to leave the ball up to the Fates. Instead, you want to put it right in your opponent's net, and Slumpy continues to deliver bangers onto the net.
Yeah, little double touch to herself off the ceiling with the follow-up. Miss Jewel thought she might have it, but that little touch at the end that Slumpy got adds a little extra power, puts it over the defender. And Parabellum Black, once again, in complete control of this game with 2 minutes to go.
They're in perfect sweep territory at this point. As Chrissy tries to pull the ball back over to the wall, and she gets deleted for her efforts. It's pushed back downfield by Nikki Justine. Takara. The pass out downfield back to Kluey. Slumpy just waiting in midfield, passing it back up. Team plays coming out again for Parabellum Black, and they get their 5th here. As it comes out from the corner, popped up, and Kluey got Goomba stomped. As it's pushed back out to the side wall.
Parabellum just showcasing a lot of teamwork this match, finding each other in the open spaces, trying to set each other up through the midfield. And it's really nice to see just the teamwork on display, the chemistry that they have. Obviously, they've been dominating this series so far with the goal totals and, the perfect sweep in contention here. But Parabellum looked a lot better than, just a team running over another team right now. They have the team chemistry, the passing, they have the mechanics, and as you talked about earlier, Jorby, I think it's a really good momentum builder for the rest of this tournament for them.
Absolutely. Parabellum Black trying to make sure there are no questions about their performance in their group. The shots just keep coming. Jewel tried to save it, and instead, why not be the 4th player on the blue team? As it's pushed back downfield by Chrissy. Might be a chance to finally get a goal. Nikki Justine can't get back to that one. The back wall's defended well, but another chance turned away, and Jewel was playing the follow-up. 2 demos, and Chrissy barely getting the save, got dunked. Nikki Justine pulling back, has a full tank of boost. Last chance here, pulling back, and do they have the read? No. Chrissy also diving for it. Jewel trying to keep the push going. This is the best look Whiffus have had all series. Takara ended up passing to Nikki Justine, but just can't get the shot on target. Slumpy with a little bit of boost gets the clear.
And it's gonna go towards the net, and Kluey gonna wrap a bow on this series for Parabellum Black. Looks like they're gonna have the perfect sweep, although Whiffus do have 11 seconds to say something about it. They've been struggling on kickoff all series, but they did do a fake last time, so I'm hoping that comes out here. Maybe a little fake into a counterattack action. Looks like it's not gonna happen.
Bounces straight up for Parabellum Black and closes the curtains on this series. Bounces it off the ground. Kluey, absolute MVP performance from her. Even if she's not at the top of the scoreboard at the end of this, you can't argue that she's been a clutch striker for Parabellum Black.
Yeah, you said absolute striker machine this series. With this, not to say that they're not a great team, but Parabellum Black, showing why they're a favorite in their group, showing an absolute dominant performance, perfect sweep, great team play, great striking. They controlled the pace the entire match, and it's hard to break it down the series when the team is that dominant, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean we've covered all the bases. It's hard when Whiffus, they just couldn't get anything going on offense, even though they did have a couple of good looks. It was a tsunami from Parabellum Black. They had every inch of the game in control. They had the demos, they had the control, they had the mechanics, everything that they needed to make the game happen. They made it happen. They had the team plays. Parabellum Black continue to dominate their group, but group stage action is still happening. Be sure to stick around. We'll have more after the break.
Hi, I'm Paint Me Pastel.
Hi, my name is Rocket Star.
Hi, my name is Candy Kernel. I play for the Heartbreakers, and this is Hot Seat presented by NYX Cosmetics.
Rocket.
Is it because I'm 10 years older than everyone else?
Candy?
Sarah's laughing, like, we're all serious, and then she just is, like, all laughing and having a good time.
It's good vibes. I love it.
Probably Pastel.
I go in free play for like an hour before I play.
Oh my god, an hour in free play?
I go in free play for like maybe 5 minutes. So definitely Pastel.
Be sure to tune in on February 26th for the Radiant Rocket League Series at twitch.tv/RadiantGG.
feeling the breeze move through the trees. It's a beautiful night. You're all that I want, you're all that I need, and you light up my life. So fall from the stars into my arms if you're ready to fly. Yeah, I'll never let you go. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. I would believe if I could see the look in your eyes. It's not what it seems. This isn't a dream. It's a wonderful life. So fall from the stars into my arms if you're ready to fly. Yeah, I'll never let you go. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Welcome back to the Radiant Rocket League Series. We had our first perfect series, and I'm not sure Whiffus would be happy about perfection in that case, not scoring a single goal. It was a clean 3-0 from Parabellum Black, as we predicted. So we're looking pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, you know, I think my brain is bigger than Gibbs's at this point, and I think that I should take his job instead.
You're in his spot.
You know, yeah, I'll have to talk to Psyonix about that and see what we can get done.
Karma, I need your 6-foot opinion over here, okay? I put heels on, okay, because you're intimidating me. Whiffus, what was it going to take for them to score? Because I know there's a big team difference here, but what was it going to take for them to crack through the defense?
It seemed like they needed a bit more chemistry or synergy. They seemed to be struggling to get out of their own half. It was a bit chaotic in front of their net. A lot of balls ended up falling towards the middle in the dangerous area instead of towards the edges where it's a non-dangerous area. And honestly, Parabellum's mechanics made it really difficult, as Chloe's putting that on display right there. It's always easier when you have those mechanics to make up for deficiencies in positioning or anything like that. And especially when you're the more dominant team and you have the mechanics, it's just that much tougher for Whiffus.
Yeah, if you're not used to players with solid mechanics, the game gets so much harder to read because you aren't expecting a touch to turn into, you know, an air dribble. You're not expecting a flick. You're not expecting that kind of excellence to come out, and so you're not rotating to account for that. Your touches aren't accounting for that. So you know, it was Parabellum Black who just. Ahead above their competition, and Whiffus really just didn't have a chance.
I was not expecting Whiffus to not do anything, but they're our content creator team. Were you guys at least entertained? You can lie to me.
Chloe played really well. I was entertained by all three players on Parabellum Black. I thought they were fun to watch, for sure.
Yeah. And I'm sure during our co-streams, like, they're probably all yelling and stuff. So there's content to be made, right, Karma?
Yeah, I mean, I think it takes a lot of courage isn't the word I'm looking for, but it's really hard as a team when you come in and you don't have that experience together. And I've been there, and you go up against teams with experience. It's always intimidating, and it's difficult. And I give a lot of credit to Whiffus for sticking in there. It's hard when you're getting beat up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, props to him for going for the fake kickoff as well when they were already down about 5-0 in game 2 to just be like, you know what, screw it, let's just do it, fake kickoff. And it didn't work. It was a disaster for them, but still, you love to see them go for it.
Well, Parabellum, by the way, not only have they not given up a goal in this game, they haven't given up a game in our Radiant Tournament Series so far. Let's look at those standings of how they shape up. After this win, Parabellum Black will be topping the charts of their group. They have Wildfire, CZG, if I'm saying that right, Whiffus, and Prestige. While as Whiffus not having the best of starts to their day one. They were 0-1, they got 3-0'd by CZG. But Karma, you were telling me that do you still think Parabellum Black are destined for playoffs?
I think so. I mean, they seemed like they are the dominant team. I didn't get a chance to watch too much of their last series. We talked about it earlier that we did catch the last game, and it was pretty much what we just saw. They did, double sweep action for them. I think they're up there with Flashes of Brilliance and KCP for me as favorites of this tournament.
Yeah, I'm actually excited if we do get that matchup in the playoffs. I'd love to see Parabellum Black face off against Flashes of Brilliance. I thought both teams had really fun team plays and good synergy. Would be a fun match.
All right. Well, there was one player who shined above everyone else. And here to present our Chipotle MVP of the match, it is Takara. As we're all hyping up, she's a beast on the field.
Of course. Takara, honestly, definitely a mechanical wizard on the pitch. She created so many opportunities. Even when Whiffus did start getting something going on offense, she would just put a cork into the champagne bottle that tried. I don't know where that analogy is going, Karma. But the point is, Takara enabled her team to be successful thanks to her mechanics and thanks to her smarts on the defensive end.
Yeah, I thought Takara was the queso cheese on top of her team.
There we go.
You know,
There we
like
go. Give me more.
Cluey was a good goal scorer, so was Slumpy.
Put the guacamole.
But Takara did all the little things that you like, the cherry on top. She would do the demos, she did the setup plays. If you look, she had 7 assists, 7 demos, only 2 goals. And how many goals were in that series? 6, 20 almost.
A lot.
So Takara does all the dirty work, and it's nice to see the recognition with the Chipotle MVP.
Yeah, big congratulations to Takara. She's actually going to be joining us for an interview any second now. And maybe this is her on the line. Oh, here's Takara. Hey, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Well, congratulations on your win. I got to turn you up. I want you nice and loud because we were loud for you. So tell me how that match went. Were you surprised that you guys never gave up any goals?
I think this is one of those teams we didn't really know anything to expect. They're not competing in WCBC right now, so we have the mentality where every single game is, 0-0. You start from nothing, and you just have to you can't ever let off the gas really. We might expect maybe rank-wise, this is a team we should dominate, but as soon as you start doubting yourself or stopping that momentum, then that's when you can let upsets happen. And I think we just came in thinking, we don't know what to expect, so we're just going to play as well as we can, and I think we played pretty good. So, yeah, that reflects in the scoreline, I think.
Well, you've had a great start to your group play so far. Is there any team in your group that you are looking out for that might be a threat to take you down off the top?
Yeah, I think as soon as it was seeded, we saw Wildfire in our group. In league play this season, in WCBC, we played them twice, gone to Game 5 twice, beat them once, lost to them once. So it's splitting hairs, really, I think. We know that we can beat them if we play as well as we can, but they're really good at making us play not as well as we can. So credit to them. They're a really solid team. And I think it's going to be between us two for that #1 seed going into playoffs. And we're really looking forward to that. I think it's our last game of the evening. So that's going to be fun at midnight almost. But yeah, hopefully we got a bit more gas in the tank at that point and can get it across the line.
Marathon mode for you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Takara, how do you feel about me calling you doing all the dirty work for the team? Are you like, oh no, wait, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm a striker and I'm going to show you, or do you embrace that role, or at least maybe just for this series, just overall in your team environment?
Yeah, long term for sure. As soon as we started playing together, this roster, we've always been pretty defined. I very much am the one that sits back a lot more. So it reflects in the stats as well. I end up with by far the most assists and saves, but I barely score any goals, in league play and in this tournament as well. So I think it's really important just to have it might not be the most credited thing in the world, but just having someone who just sits back and can I like to call it the janitor role. You're just sort of cleaning things up, not necessarily taking all the goals, but goals aren't what's important, getting the winners. So yeah, it's a role that I embrace big time.
Well, you definitely cleaned things up, not giving up a single goal in the series. You made quick work of it. So big congratulations on your win. Wishing you the best of luck in your next matches.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, every great team needs a janitor. You gotta have somebody to clean up the messes in front of the net. Takara absolutely did that for sure.
Takara was all of Parabellum Black, and even she said that they're not fearing, but they're looking out for Wildfire, and they're actually in the same Premier League. Both teams are in the Premier League together. Wildfire didn't make playoffs, but Parabellum Black did. But they're still worried about Wildfire, so they're both topping the group. So Karma, you thinking Wildfire will slip by too?
Yeah, I think so, and it's always tough whenever you have, that rival in your group. You get the groups as a player, and you're excited to see him, then you're like, oh, man, we have that team that we always struggle against. It's going to be rough. You really hype yourself up, get excited for that matchup, so it'll be a good one.
Yeah, and we have some good food ready for you guys at home too. If you are enjoying, oh, Jorby just became a bouncing burrito. Whoa,
Yes.
watch out. Well, it's about time. It's lunchtime, everyone at home. We have a chance for you to win a Chipotle entree of your choice. It can be anything. We won't judge you. Jorby likes yogurt on his. You can
wait a
tweet.
minute.
No.
We can't skip over this. You tried
Okay.
to skip over. We can't. Yogurt?
Okay, it's Greek, plain Greek yogurt. It's not
I
bad.
don't- I
It
don't-
literally tastes the same
On a
as
burrito?
sour cream. No. Burrito bowl for me.
Thank you. Kiwi is
All right.
expressing the
For
proper.
bouncing
getting rinsed
burritos
out here.
only, bouncing burritos only. So text the code on your screen, RKL202 to 888222. It's just that simple. So make sure you get that going, get your food ready, because we're going to throw you to a quick break. And when we get back, we have Silver Sirens versus Heartbreakers. We're going to see who's going to fall in love right after this.
Hi, I'm Paint Me Pastel.
Hi, my name is Rocket Star.
Hi, my name is Candy Kernel. I play for the Heartbreakers, and this is Hot Seat presented by NYX Cosmetics.
Rocket.
Is it because I'm 10 years older than everyone else?
Candy?
Sarah's laughing, like, we're all serious, and then she just is like all laughing and having a good time.
It's good vibes. I love it.
Probably Pastel.
I go in free play for like an hour before I play.
Oh my god, an hour of free play?
I go in free play for like maybe 5 minutes. So definitely Pastel.
Be sure to tune in on February 26th for the Radiant Rocket League Series at twitch.tv/RadiantGG.
You got scars deep enough to last. Heart full of broken glass, and I'm gonna paint it black. Oh, I got bruises I covered up. I've been used every time You felt the feelings plenty of times. Still you fall away at the mention of mine. All of your reasons and all of your crimes never take away what you're trying to hide. Why can't you just listen? Shut up for a minute. We can make it right. Save it for another night. We're dancing in the kitchen. All the words to Prince and you turn off the light. You turn off the light. If I could reach you, I'd be changing your mind. But it's a camouflage sabotage nearly every time. All of your reasons and all of your lies are just a phantom limb echoing what you're trying to find. Why can't you just listen? Shut up for a minute. We can make it right. Save it for another night. We're dancing in the kitchen. All the words to Prince and you turn off the light. You turn off the light. All the words to Prince and you turn off the light. You wanna turn me off. You wanna flip the switch. I wanna break the lock. I know what makes you tick. We used to be so young and free. Yeah, baby, don't treat me like a machine. I could still be just what you need. No, baby, don't treat me like a machine. Wanna go to your